Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm doing a little bit of an introduction to Vlogmas, and I want to share with you some products that I have been loving recently. So, I know Vlogmas is kind of a thing that comes every Christmas and people like vlog every day. I don't necessarily vlog all the time. I do enjoy the occasional vlog, but I'm doing Vlogmas-ish. I just want to challenge myself for the month of December to post every single day. I did this last year and it was super fun. I did do a few like traditional vlogs, but more so just was putting out a video every day, and it was a super fun challenge. And I feel like it kind of like stretched me a little bit and like made sure that I was making videos often, which sometimes I can get a little distracted from. And it really spurred my creativity, and so I wanted to do it again this year. And so I thought for my first video of Vlogmas that I would share with you a few favorites that I've been kind of experimenting with and playing with recently. A lot of these products are not necessarily new, like new to the market or new to me. A few of them are a little bit newer, but a lot of them I've either had for a while and just haven't really talked about, or I've kind of rediscovered them as favorites. So let's start with two hair care items, and then we'll kind of jump into more of like makeup things. But the first one I want to mention, this is from Eva NYC. This is the Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. I have used this a few times over the years. I've gotten it in like a little travel size a few times, I feel like in subscription boxes. And I've been trying not to buy like aerosol containers. I feel a little bad about buying them, but I just realized I love this dry shampoo, and so I bought it again. And I don't use it every time I need dry shampoo because my everyday dry shampoo is from Lush, and it's a powder shampoo, a powder dry shampoo. But this one is really great if I'm just really feeling like my hair really needs like a good spray of dry shampoo, because it really helps make your hair feel clean, not just like look clean, actually like feels clean, which is really nice. So I love this, and it just kind of like looks like sherbet or something. It's real cute. So the next hair thing I want to talk about is from Unite, and this is the Texturiza spray. It's a dry finishing like texture spray. This last time I got my hair cut, which was like to this shorter length a few weeks ago, the girl that did my hair, she styled it and it like looked so cute. She did like a really loose like wave in it, which is kind of what I go for on an everyday basis. And then she sprayed this like texturizing spray in my hair, and I've used texturizing sprays before, but they just kind of like fall flat after a little while. And this one did not. I swear it kept the style in my hair for like 3 days, and I was just like in shock. And so I had gone to New York because I got my hair cut like 2 days before I went to New York. And then when I got back, I just was like, this is choking me. When I got back, I was like, okay, what did you use in my hair, and do you sell it? Because that was the best product I've ever used in my hair. And she's like, oh yeah, it was this like texture spray from Unite. And I was like, I'm coming over this afternoon, I'll buy it. This is fantastic. Like, I have really fine, thin hair that doesn't really hold like texture well. It'll hold a curl for like a few days, and it does okay. It holds heat styling, but it does not hold like volume or like lift or anything really well at all. And this is fantastic. This holds it. I sprayed it in this morning. I did a little retouch just before I shot because I was like, you know what? We're gonna make it look a little extra texturizy. But I only use it on day one, so like if I style my hair, I'll spray it in. I kind of aim towards the roots and then kind of like work it in a little bit. And then it's just, it holds for so long, and it's fantastic. And so I just thought I would share it with you. I know this is like a salon brand. I don't even know if you can buy this at like Ulta or Sephora. I feel like I don't really see it around often, but I love it so much. I'm in a committed relationship with this. I'm buying it again when I run out. So that was it for hair care. I have a deodorant. Now, if you are new to my channel, you might be like, deodorant, that's weird to have in a favorite. But I have been, I feel like, on the search for a natural deodorant that works really great for years now. I have found a few that I like. My favorite one is the Lush The Governor powder deodorant. Couldn't remember there for a second. Lush The Governor powder deodorant. That stuff is fantastic, but it's essentially black and it's a powder. So you might imagine it might be a little hard to apply. And that's my only gripe with it, is it's hard to apply and it does stain, not necessarily like my shirts, but it stains my bras. And it's fine, it's not like the end of the world, but it works fantastically. But I've been on the search for like a traditional looking deodorant since then, and I've found a few that are okay, but I believe I have found the one that I love. So this is from Miro, and I purchased this at Target, but before buying it at Target, I did see it online quite a few times. I feel like I was getting ads for it on Facebook and Instagram, like all over, and I was so close to buying it online. But I kind of have this thing where I don't like buying things online, so I didn't. And then I was in Target one day and happened across this whole display of Miro deodorant, and I purchased the one in the scent, cool, it's not gonna say. But it's this green one, and the container is so stinking cute. But not only that, it's refillable. So like the inside of this, it's a little messy because I use it. But it is like a gel deodorant, and it took me a few days to get used to it. But if you don't like liquidy feeling things on your underarms, you're probably not gonna like this. But this is refillable, so like this clear plastic piece at the top, this all comes out and you can replace it with a new one. So the scent I have, I might look it up really quick because I don't remember what it's called. So this one is in the scent Chill Wave, which it says cucumber, jasmine, and spearmint. So it's just like a really light, refreshing scent, and I love it so much. The next time I get it, I think I might get the scent Pillow Talk, which it's in like this really cute pink container, but I would just get the refill. I like this color anyways. But it's a violet, leaf, ylang ylang, and wild amorous. So it's more of like a florally kind of scent. And so I kind of want to try that one next. The other con, I guess you could say, is that I feel like I've gone through this fairly fast. Like I've had this, I mean, I've probably had this for 2 months, but I don't use it every single day. I have a few other deodorants that I'm trying to work through, but I use this one if I know it's gonna be like a day. If I know I'm gonna be like out and about for a long time, or if I'm planning on working out. I feel like this just holds up really well to stink a little bit better than some of my other natural deodorants. But I feel like I've moved through it pretty fast. Like I rolled it up the other day to kind of see how much was in there, and I don't feel like there was a ton left. Either that, or it didn't really start with a ton and I haven't used a lot. I don't know, but I'm interested in getting another scent of this, but I thought I would share because I know a few of you who watch are interested in natural deodorant as well, and this one is fantastic. I have one skincare item to talk about. I've had this for a while, but I've just never mentioned it, and I feel like the longer I've had it, kind of like the more I've been using it and loving it. So my friend got this for me for my birthday back in May, and it's from Make, and it's a marine salve. It's kind of like a all-purpose like beauty salve kind of a thing. I feel like I hadn't really heard of this brand before, but I think they carry this at Sephora. But it says it's a multi-purpose topical salve that moisturizes dry, cracked skin and lips while helping to soothe and calm chafing, burns, and minor abrasions. Contains an edible marine algae that also helps shield against environmental aggressors. And so this is just kind of like your one and done kind of a thing. I love this for cuticles. I love this for like dry patches, especially in the winter. I get like dry patches on my hands, and this is phenomenal for that. It is a little greasy, but it doesn't linger a ton. And so it just is a really great little salve. So when I went to New York, I went with my friend who got this for me, and she brought hers with, and she was like putting on her under eyes at night, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I use this as like my eye cream at night. And I was like, weird, okay. And so I tried it when I got home, and it's fantastic. Like, it's definitely too heavy to use during the day as like an under eye cream, but at night, if you're wanting something a little bit hydrating, just to kind of like help moisturize under your eyes, it's fantastic. So I just take like the tiniest bit and kind of like tap it under my eyes, and it's like so great. So I thought I would share it with you because it's a little bit newer to me, but I feel like I've never heard anyone talk about that, and so I love it. Now on to some makeup. The first one is something I'm wearing on my lips. This is from Iconic London, and this was in Boxycharm in November? In October? Like within the last 2 months. I got this in Boxycharm. I think it was October. This is a lip plumping gloss, and this is in the shade Love Struck. And it's just this like really pretty like nude pink color. There's not a lot of color to it. I am wearing it on my lips today, and I'm not wearing anything underneath. So like this is what it looks like. I do wear it on top of lip liner often, but this is just on its own, and I love the look that it brings. It adds just like a touch of pink, but like it's just shiny, and it's a little plumping without being like overly plumping. And it just adds this like nice fullness to your lips, and I feel like it adds a little bit of life to my skin, and so I love it. It's a great everyday gloss if you're looking for one. So this one is an oldie. This is something that I have loved for years and years and years and years, like probably close to 2 decades actually. This is from BareMinerals, and this is the Warmth All Over Face Powder. This stuff, let me tell ya, I've had this so many times. I've had it for a while in my current makeup collection, and I kind of forgot about it, honestly. I forgot I had it, and then in this last Shop My Stash, I brought this out, and I was like, you know what, I need to try that. I don't even think I have a lot left, but then I went and used it the first time, and I was like, nope, I have a lot left. So I still have so much of this, and you just need like the tiniest amount of product. It is quite orange if you are using it like really pigmented, like that's a lot of pigment. That does not look like it would go well on my skin. But once you like blend it out, if you're using like a big fluffy brush, I'm wearing it today, it just adds like the best like glow to your skin. It makes you look alive. It makes me look alive. I can use it in like the areas I would use like to contour. It's kind of like a bronzer slash contour for me. I feel like this tone looks so great on my skin color. Even though it is quite dark, it has this like reddish color to it that I feel like just brings so much life to my skin, and I love it so much. I use it as like a bronzer contour, like I said, but after I kind of go in the normal places I would with like a bronzer, I kind of just take my brush everywhere to bring a little bit of like life and color to my skin, and I feel like it just does wonderful things. A product that I've been meaning to talk about for a very long time and just haven't for some reason is from Flower Beauty, and this is the Bubble Brow. This stuff is phenomenal. I mentioned this again in my last Shop My Stash, and I was like, why have I not talked about this? I don't really know. But this stuff is so good. I wanted to use it this morning but couldn't find it. I had it in a makeup bag, but how you use this is a little annoying. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is you have to get it wet. So it comes with this little like brush, and then you have your product in the pan, and so you have to get the little brush wet, and then you kind of swipe it through the product, and then you brush it through your brows. I should mention I have this in the shade Light Medium, but I feel like the color doesn't really do a lot. It's more so like the hold it gives your brows. I think they have it in like light medium and then dark deep or something. There's just something about this product and how it holds your brows in place. There's nothing like it, honestly. Like, I love the Glossier Boy Brow. I also enjoy the ColourPop brow, whatever it's called, I don't know, or the e.l.f. new one. It's like the Wow Brow or something. All of those are good. This is on like another level. This is fantastic. I originally heard Mariah Leonard talk about this product, and I typically like her product recommendations, and I enjoy the way that she does her makeup, and so typically if she mentions something, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably like that. But she has nice full eyebrows. Her eyebrows are gorgeous. And when I saw her use this, she didn't have any product in her brows. She just used this straight in her brows. And I was like, it looks so pretty, but my brows would never look like that. So I do still use like a pencil in my brow when I use this, but it holds them in place like none other. I'll just brush this through my brows like once, a little bit of product, and it just adds like so much like volume and lift to your brows, which sounds stupid. Like, why do you want lift and volume in your brows? But like today I used the e.l.f. one, and I feel like it's held them in place okay. But by the end of the day, they'll be like droopy, and this doesn't do this. This lasts until you wash it off, but it's also easy to get off, so I love it so much. The last makeup product is an eyeshadow palette. This is from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Love in the Afternoon eyeshadow palette. Can we talk about the packaging on this? This is so pretty. When I got this in Influencer, by the way. When I got like the email saying that I was getting this, I was kind of like, oh, it's exciting. It's Bobbi Brown, so it's cool to have something, but I wasn't super excited about it. I was like, it just looks like a basic palette, like nothing too exciting. And even when I opened it up, there's not really much in here that's like too exciting. It was kind of like, oh, it's pretty, it's basic. I don't really know how many looks I could get with this, but the packaging alone is like stunning. The eyeshadows, I've never used Bobbi Brown eyeshadows before. I feel like I've only used like a few Bobbi Brown products over the years. I think I had like an eyeliner and maybe like a lipstick back in the day. So I haven't tried a ton of Bobbi Brown products, but maybe I need to, because this eyeshadow palette has become my everyday palette. Like, if I just had this eyeshadow palette, I could use this for a week and be happy. Like, I love this so much. I do want to point out a few of my favorite shades, and I'm wearing this today, by the way. Absolute favorite shade in this palette, this color right here. I don't know what this is called. I think there's burnt umber, no, cocktail ring maybe? I don't know. I can't tell what. I think this is the shade Cocktail Ring. I feel like that would make sense. But this is like a metallic glitter shadow, and it is stunning. It is so beautiful. It's so soft, so shimmery. I love it just like all on the lid. It just adds like, I'm gonna add more because I want more glitter in my life. Something I'm challenged with this holiday season is just using more glitter. I just want all the glitter everywhere. And it definitely works best with fingers, just like boop, 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 boop. A little bit of glitter and you're set for life. It's so beautiful. And it wears super well throughout the day. I feel like with shades like this, where it's like a glittery metallic, I feel like they crease pretty easily on me. I do get a lot of creasing on my lids naturally, even with an eyeshadow primer. But this one holds up really well. So that one is #1 favorite of the palette. The other shimmers in here are super pretty as well. This like more plummy shade I'm wearing in the outer corner today. The mattes in here, honestly, these two mattes, I was not expecting anything from. When I originally opened it, I was like, those are kind of boring. But I love a dusty like rose color like this one. This one's got a little bit of a warmth to it, and it's a little bit deeper. But I was not expecting much from them. I swatched them originally, and they do not swatch well at all. They swatch extremely boring, actually. Like, there's like not a lot of pigment. But once you put them on the eyes, it's like perfection. They blend so well. There's just enough pigment to like add some pigment to your lids, but it's just like so easy to work with. And this is like the palette of holiday 2019 for me. I'm gonna be pulling this out so much this holiday season. I can already feel it. I love it so much, and I'm so happy I got this in Influencer. Like, I'm over the moon about this one. To finish us off, I wanted to talk about two brushes really quick. The first one got in Boxycharm this last month in November. I just had the regular Boxycharm this last month in November, so it came with two brushes. It came with this one and then another one that's essentially this but bigger. I love this. Not gonna lie, like this is fantastic. I use this every single day for my concealer. There's just something about this that's like super easy to like blend out concealer, I don't know. I love it so much. I just keep reaching for it. I didn't think I was going to, so I thought I would mention it. It is also great for like foundation, for liquid foundation. The bigger one, I still haven't found like a great use for it yet. It does powder the face well, but this one, there's just something about this that's so easy to use. It's great. And then the last thing I want to mention is probably my favorite brush on earth, and probably, I mean, the only brush that I've purchased more than once. This is from e.l.f. and it's the Complexion Brush. This is like your one and done face brush. If you could only have one face brush, this would be it. I think I've even done a video on my channel where I've used this brush for an entire face look. I know I've talked about this brush so many times in the past, but I feel like I haven't been talking about it recently. And I think it's because I stopped using it for a little while. I recently got back into my BareMinerals mineral foundation, and this is my favorite brush for applying mineral foundation. For like a powder foundation, this does phenomenal things. And so I recently pulled this back out again, have been using it. I've been using it for the warmth product as like a bronzer. You can use it for blush. If you're careful, you can also use it for highlight. There's just something about this brush. It's fantastic. I think I've bought this brush for every makeup lover in my life. It's so good. It used to be $3. I believe it's $4 now. The packaging might be a little bit different now, like as far as like the logo and stuff. This one's a few years old, but I did realize this morning when I was using it, my handle's starting to break, so it might almost be time for a new one. But you can't beat it, honestly. This is my most used brush I've ever had. Love it. So those are some of the favorites that I've been loving recently. I'd love to hear about some of your favorites. What have you been enjoying recently? Is there something that you just keep going back to that you just can't quite get enough of? I'd love to hear about it down below. But that's it for today. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 1, I guess. I'm looking forward to this month of putting out new videos every day. It'll be a challenge, and I'm super excited, and I'm really excited to share new content with you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys.